Hello, I'm William Taylor, and sometimes people will ask me about my poetry and its influences, and very usually the same names will come up: Charles Bukowski, Robinson Jeffers, E. Cummings, T.S. Eliot. But one name that maybe doesn't come up as often as it should is Suzanne Summers. Before Three's Company, before She's the Sheriff, before the wonderful Thigh Master series, she was just Suzanne Summers, the poet. And sometimes when I need inspiration, I come back to this book of hers again and again, and it sets me back on the right path. And I wanted to share a few pieces with you that have helped me get through some hard times. This is called Sometimes I Want to Be a Little Girl. Sometimes I want to be a little girl, to hear stories of princes kissing sleeping maidens, and castles towering high on mountains, where elegant men waltz with willowy ladies, to soft violins, as the stars blink their eyes in the glow of the moon. Sometimes I want to be a little girl, to eat popcorn and animal crackers, and soft sugary fudge, to giggle behind closed doors, at guessing games and secrets, to wear floppy slippers and chew my pigtails, at ghosts and witches wandering in the night, cuddling beneath howling winds and rain on the roof. Sometimes I want to be a little girl, so touch my cheeks lightly, play with my hair, stroke me without passion or grasping, without expectations, in feather beds and gentleness, because I am a little girl. This is called Organic Girl. Organic Girl dropped by last night for nothing in particular, except to tell me again how beautiful and serene she feels on uncooked vegetables and wheat germ fortified by bean sprouts, mixed with yeast and egg whites on really big days. She not only meditates regularly, but looks at me like I should, and lectures me about meat and ice cream and other aggressive foods I shouldn't eat. And she, well, may be intuitive, because several times I have thought about cramming her unadulterated peace beads down her throat. It isn't simply that she calls my pot roast, simmering in gravy with carrots and onions and potatoes, an accumulation of obscene vileness, which could retard my sexuality. Nor did I really mind eating alone and drinking when she munched on celery and crushed almonds, loudly I might add, and fed her puffy little kid mashed avocados and honey instead of something pornographic like milk, talking incessantly about the beauty of alpha waves, the thrill of vitamin highs and spiritual excursions, and the peace that finally hit her after all this searching. While I was eating pot roast and drinking wine, whatever it was, the aggressive fiber seemed to take hold. It suddenly began to dawn on my clogged up cells that Organic Girl and her love everybody philosophy is not nearly as gentle as she is insensitive, not nearly as serene as she is bland and boring, not nearly as liberated as she is rude and intolerant, and despite her imminent diet and intercourse with pure alfalfa, which may well do it for her, she's damned unhealthy looking. Last night it was right. Last night it was right. I was lonely, uncertain, and George was out of town. I wanted you, I needed you, or I thought I did, to feel whole again. But today George is back, and Mother's coming for dinner, and life moves on. So I really hope you won't call, because last night, for whatever reason, it was right. One last one. No. I don't give you time because you're a cliche. I meet 1,000 times a day. There's no need to talk. I know you're handsome and successful and extremely good in bed, but really there's nothing to say. Only a kind of game to play. Only a tedious cliche. I meet 1,000 times a day, and I always forget your name. So yeah, those were some some beautiful poems from Touch Me, the poems of Suzanne Summers, and I'm sharing this with you because they mean a lot to me, and hopefully one day her name will be mentioned with the other great female poets of the 20th century, Anne Sexton, Sylvia Plath, and Suzanne Summers. Thank you.